Hi everybody, this is Christine Bertram and I'm coming to you live from the Hive here in bright and sunny Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Wow, I'm looking at my shirt and it looks like I am glowing. I'm trying to see where that is coming. And I'm going to put the blind down a little bit. Let's just see what's going on here. I didn't look at it until I got right in the hot seat, and maybe that will be better. Okay. Yup, that did it. I had to shut the blind, and we're on track now. I'm not glowing. I looked like I was glowing there with my yellow shirt on. I have my Be Happy Stamper shirt on. I went for a long sleeve today because it's just a little bit cool outside yet, and I just felt like wearing a long sleeve. So, yay! Lots of peeps already here. Hi, Holly. Hi, Cindy. There's Myra from Iowa. Hi, Kelly. And there's Gail Stefan. Yay, Gail's in Canada, you guys. I love it. Hi, Cindy Runtree. There's Suzanne and Rosie and Debbie and Connie. Oh, my. There's Susan Bellamy. Susan, how are you doing? Hi, Sarah Merchant. Hi, Deb Norman. There's Jeannie Curtis. Hi, Sarah Mitchell. Hi, Randy. And there's Angelique. I'm not on mute. Every time I see your name, Angelique, I look to make sure I'm not on mute, it seems. Hi, Patricia Settle. There's Sherry Martin. Hi, Joy Moody. Hi, Patty Wright and Maria Gilbertson. There's Lynn Beasley and Kelly Sheridan. Hi, Barbara Godby. Yeah, I hope everybody's feeling a little bit better after some days of rest. I'll tell you, it wiped me out. Just the go, 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 go. And then on Saturday night, only getting an hour and a half of sleep really did not do good for me. I was exhausted all week. Oh, but that's par for the course. Hi, Donna Gruski. There's Mary Carls. Hi, Jamie and Trish Fagley. And she said she got whatever creeping credit is around. You know, I had a bunch of my gals there. It was going around everywhere you walked. It was just like people were coughing, and it's par for the course to get sick when you're among people. That happens, and I don't look at sickness as a bad thing. I look at sickness as a way of meaning that you're alive, right? If you're not getting sick, and I mean, it's great to never get sick. Don't get me wrong. I would love to be that person that never gets sick ever, ever, ever. But it's your body's way of telling you that it is alive and it's fighting something, and now you're building up antibodies for it in case it still lingers around. Hopefully you don't have to deal with it anymore. That's how I look at it. Hi, Kathy King. There's Kari Dwyer and Sherry Ott. Who else? Hi, Christine Mansell from Florida. There's Debbie Gass. Hi, Sue Deppis. There's Faye Godby. Hi, Yvette. And Shelly Cooper's here. Yeah, a lot of people, yeah, that it definitely was a thing. It was going around. You're definitely right, Suzanne. That's how it goes. Hi, Judy Emmel. There's Linda Kester. Who else? Hi, Karen Woods. Hi, Doris Munson and Vanessa Ritter. Hi, Penny Powell. And Wendy Tick is here. Hi, Sharon. And yay, I think I got everybody. So lots of stuff to go over tonight. Honey is in the hive. So you might see her in the background. She found a chair and I think she settled into it. The boys are upstairs in my green room. I officially have a bed in my green room that is uncovered, meaning that it is available for sleeping in, and the kittens absolutely love it. They have nested in it. I cleaned it off last week for Carissa to have a spot to sleep. It took me 6 hours to clean it. Whatever night before she arrived, I got it cleaned. Nothing like waiting till the last minute on stuff, you guys. That's how I roll. And yeah, got it cleaned, and now the cats are loving it, that they have a bed to lay in. So all's good. I was just thinking if I brought my book out here. I don't think I brought my book out here to do roll call, unless I set it over there. I might have to run in and grab it, but I'll give you guys something to look at while I go run and grab it. So we got back on Sunday, and I did take a 3-hour nap. You guys, I posted the last grouping of pictures that I have from on stage, and I didn't realize my mom is not on Facebook, and I didn't know she sees things that I post, but somehow she commented. She's like, that was quite the picture you shared of yourself, or somehow she said that. And it was me in my robe after I had taken a shower, after I got home from the airport. You know, that's the one thing you want to do after you get home from the airport, take a shower. Get all the crap off you, right? And I was so exhausted that I laid down for a 3-hour nap with Bigger Tigger. And it was the last picture. So now if you guys didn't see all 50 some pictures that I posted, it was the last picture and the grouping of pictures of me passed out with my Bigger Tigger on the couch and just zonked. So she saw it, and that was good. That means my mom's seeing what's going on. And then on top of it, she said that she was watching my live yesterday with my little niece Aspen. I'm like, oh, okay, that's good. They were teasing me about Honey playing fetch. So I know that they watch my stuff, and which is good. And what I was going to do, so we got back on Sunday, and we've had a couple classes now, and we've designed some classes too on top of it. I think we got 2 classes designed this week, and I'm going to share them with you. And then we're going to be designing one more class tomorrow, and I have a couple over the weekend. So people are asking me when the showcase is going to be, and I don't have a day yet. You guys, I don't really pick the day until everything is designed. Otherwise, it puts too much stress on me that I don't like that kind of stress. So my goal is always by the end of the month, but the sooner the better, right? So next week, looking at the calendar, I know that the showcase is not going to be Monday. The earliest is Tuesday, but most likely it'll roll into Wednesday and potentially Friday for the showcase. So just heads up, as soon as I do know the day and time, I'll create the Facebook event, which a lot of you who are on Facebook see that first, probably. I also will create an email, and I will also put an event on my website. So that's coming for next week sometime. You guys, I just realized there's a lot in April. Uber a lot. So on top of having the MS benefit and a game night and that ad hoc memories and more class, we have an order-based class, the Let's Just Stamp monthly class, the Sweet class, ink, paper, scissors, Rose Coleman's Technique Club class that she's in Canada, and I kit that up for people in the United States, and an in color retirement class. You guys, that is 10 kitted classes for next month, on top of mystery card night, 2 or 3 kit classes, a paper pumpkin class, a mystery card night, and a share, create, inspire. So we have on the docket at least 16 or 17 classes for you guys next month. And it's like, how did that happen? Who did that? Who put somebody in charge of scheduling all of those classes? So it's going to be a little bit of a lot to manage, and I know it might be overwhelming for people that love to take every single class with me. So just know that you can always pick and choose, but if you take them all, I love it. You know, I always appreciate it. Chris is already starting to work through her emails of people who are on the just give it to me all button, and she'll start sending those emails out here in the very near future. So yeah, that was Karen Wood saw the picture. She said it was a cute picture with Bigger Tigger. Hi, Linda from Manitoba, Canada. Hi, Carol Alanis. Hi, Vicki Young. Hi, Sin. And she is saying from Southeast Texas, busy cleaning your room so you can put new things that are coming out in May. Yay, that's always a good thing to do. So just know that we're working on design mode this week, and I am way behind on any and all emails that have come in the last week and a half. And then I even had some that were from before that. So I always tell people, if you need me, call me. I always answer the phone, a lot faster. Lisa Sharkey, if you're there, I saw you followed up with an email after you called, so I appreciate that. But are you guys excited to see what we worked on? We worked on the order-based class for the quarter that just ended. Well, it's actually not ended yet. It'll end next week or so. And it's the first week of April is when we're doing this class. And it's an order-based class, meaning that you can only get it for free with an order if you're not on my team. If you are on my team, one of the team perks that I have is that you can take classes with me, like this order-based class one, and you can pay for it versus placing an order with me to get it for free. So we featured Twisted in Time. Oh, you guys have no idea sometimes how hard of a struggle it is to design when you're tired and nothing's coming to you. The creative juices aren't flowing. The stamp set isn't working the way you want it to. So Diane and I, we struggle busted today. We managed to get all 4 cards designed in 4 hours. So we were really happy with ourselves, but wow, the struggle was really real. So yes, Patricia said, you can still, you guys, let me just back up a little bit. She asked a question about Zelle. If you pay, I have 68 people who have sent me money via Zelle in the past. Zelle is making changes to their app. They're actually going away from having an app. So many banks have taken Zelle under their own apps. So Old Dominion, I believe that's who Debbie Gass uses, and it's down in Illinois. That bank never had Zelle, and it took on Zelle. And it's the way that the bank chose to have people be able to transfer money back and forth to each other. And so what happened is so many banks across the nation adapted Zelle, and that means that the app itself is going to be going away. Now, my bank doesn't use Zelle. My bank uses People Pay, which I have no idea. I've never used it before because I use everything else besides that. But if people don't have a bank that uses Zelle, they're not going to be able to send money via Zelle or get money from Zelle via Zelle. That affects me because I don't have Zelle in my bank. Now, I talked to Debbie. I'm going to see if I can open up a checking account with her bank and see if that will solve all my problems. Because if I can continue to use Zelle, I'm going to continue to use Zelle. It's not on my radar at the top of my totem pole of things to work on at the moment. So just know it goes, hi Polly Libby, it goes until, hi Anita Myers, it goes until March 31st. So I can accept Zelle through next week, okay? So if I can get on the horn and get a checking account or a savings account set up with this bank that uses Zelle, I'm going to try to do it by next week so that it will just never affect my Zelle privileges, I guess you could say. So just stay tuned. If for any reason I don't get that set up in time for Zelle when it stops, you just won't be able to send me money via Zelle. But as long as we're through the 31st, Old National, Debbie Gass, I wrote it down on a piece of paper somewhere, and for some reason in my head, I had Old Dominion, but it's Old National. So I need to go to their website yet. I wrote it down on a Post-it note. I have to go to their website and figure out if I can just set up an account over the internet and go with it that route. I got the flu after on stage. Yeah, Polly Libby, everybody seemed to get some sort of a crazy sinus or cold or flu. I was good, except for exhausted, until last night. And then last night, I woke up in the middle of the night and I couldn't breathe through my nose. I thought it was because I drank 2 beers last night and I had an allergy kind of reaction to them. And now you can kind of hear I got to snuffle up, I guess, know what's going on. So, but otherwise, mind, body, everything else is good. I just have a closed up nostril. But that's how that goes. I'll take this over what I had a few weeks ago anytime. So let me see what Trisha said here. She opened up a checking account with Bank of America in order to continue using Zelle, not with you, Christine, but other people. Okay. Hi, Mary Novak. So Bank of America is another one that I'm going to check with. I was going to see if Chase also, I already have accounts with Chase. So I was going to see if, so B of America. I was going to check with Chase as well to see if Chase was one of them, because that would be the easy button for me because I already have a website or an account with Chase with not like checkings or savings, but that's where some credit cards roll up through. I think like my Amazon Prime card. Okay. So long story short, we make it full circle. We're back to the order-based class. I'm going to pop these cards in front so you guys can see what we made and you can decide if you want to take this class with us or not for April. Again, wait till the showcase is done to let us know if you want to take this class. We have a number that we've already kind of estimated what we're going to forecast for this class. So we're in good shape there. So I'm going to pop the camera down, Twisted in Time. You guys, I hope you like them. It really was a struggle bus for us. So I'm going to go, while I'm popping the camera down, I'm going to go look for my yellow book or my purple book with all of my class signups because we have to do roll call in a little bit. A lot of people have the flu or COVID who attended on stage. One of my roommates has COVID so far. You haven't gotten sick. Good. Like, as long as you don't get sick. And as long as you're not under the weather or having to go to the hospital for it, that's all that matters. Like, I mean, pre-COVID, we got sick and we still went to work and we did all the things that we normally did. So, like, as long as you're not have to go to the hospital, that's the main thing. So, you've heard Chase does use Zelle. Okay, well, I might opt to do that one because I already have my website. I already have a username and password. Okay, I'm going to flip this down, you guys, so you can see what I've got coming up for you for... Do you guys remember Sesame Street? One of these cards is not like the other one. Which one could it be? Chase uses Zelle. Perfect. That one is different. You guys, we did tree, and then we were treed out. Okay, so you guys gotta give me like 30 seconds to a minute. I'm gonna run in the house really quick and get my book. Okay, you guys are going to majorly laugh at me because I was in the room the entire time. Haha, I found it. All right. So do you like them? All right. So that is the Twisted in Time stamp set and bundle. We use the dies. We use the stamps from it. There's one card, this one right here, that uses a focal image. But lovely as a tree, rooted in nature. You could definitely get by and add other trees and objects onto that card. But all in all, we were happy with them. I'll tell you, after we got done with these three, we had this piece of paper left because we used the Sweet Days of Autumn designer paper. We had this piece left, and it really matched with petal pink and brown, and so we just went for a non-tree card. But you guys have been asking for manly man cards, right? Guy cards. Twisted in Time, yep. Twisted in Nature, Twisted in Time. Twisted in Time is what I thought I had said. But Twisted in Time is where this one came from. Oh, Holly's answering Joy's question. Perfect. Good job, you guys. Go team. So hopefully you guys like them. And you'll get a 6x6 sheet of each one of the Blended Days of Autumn designer paper. And so yeah, so we got these for you. Okay, so went down the more naturey route for this quarterly order-based class. Then we got another class designed, and it features the Meant to Be stamp set, and it is the one that's coming up for April. Now, if you guys have an old schedule, we were going to do Happy Hibiscus for the Let's Just Stamp in April, and we did not, when we saw the bees come out, we changed our minds. So we ended up doing Meant to Be for the next, so this is Let's Just Stamp for next month, and then this guy will go here, right? So we've got that card. And then we have this one. And hopefully you guys have the bees. What is stamped on all of these bees are the stripes and his little stinger and a face. So if you don't have the stripes, I don't know what you guys are going to use. I'll be honest with you. Maybe you could draw them with a marker, a black marker. You could like outline them with a pencil, and then you could draw it in with a black Sharpie or a black magic marker. You know, that's my thought if you don't have the stripes that go with the stamps. Otherwise, you just need some sentiment. So this is Let's Just Stamp. So we got that one designed. And then come tomorrow, we're working on the ink, paper, scissors. So by Monday, when I do Let's Just Stamp with you guys, you should hopefully be able to see almost everything. Like tomorrow, we're going to work on ink, paper, scissors. On Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to work on the monthly class and the suite class. And then somewhere in there, the In Color retirement class. And then that's about all of them. Unless I forgot one. So, yay. Okay. So that is Let's Just Stamp. That is for next month. Okay. Now, you guys have been doing awesome. I did get to email out about game night, and I did get to email out about the MS benefit in the last 24 hours. And we've had more and more people signing up, which is awesome. We went big with the MS benefit. We did 96 of them last year, and we ended up opting to do 152 this year. So we're at about 50, which means we're a third of the way there, but there's a lot of kits left. There's about 100 kits left, and the benefit's coming up in about 3 weeks. So if you want to make a donation to get these cards, look at it as it's helping a good cause. We have quite a few people on the team, my team and my extended community, who do suffer from MS, and there isn't a cure yet. They are still working for a cure. And of the $40 you donate, the full amount will go to the National MS Foundation. And if you need it shipped to you, then the shipping goes to cover the shipping. So I just wanted to show you again what those cards look like. So if you want to get signed up for these 6 cards, this is what we're doing for the MS benefit. So we're already prepping this stuff. We've got almost everything back. And we're going to start kitting next week, Thursday. And the following week, we're going to start assembling. So Mary Carl's, if you're watching, I think you're watching, we're looking at getting together. And anybody who is local to me, we just decided this the day before yesterday, that we're going to work on assembling the cards the 7th and the 8th, right? And we're going to kit them all up next week. So anybody local to me that wants to get in on helping with this endeavor, you can just reach out to me and I'll get you more details. And then, hi, Rose Garibaldi. Hi, France. Hi, K-Weir. And then another one that you could get signed up for is the game night featuring the 4 awesome and amazing fun folds. Angelique helped me with the design of this one. So you're going to do a star card, and then you have a tower tube card here, and then a floating bandstand, and then there's a hidden message card here. So when that opens, it pops up. So our game night is a fun folds as well as a game night. So just a reminder, get signed up for that if you haven't already. So, okay. I promised you guys too that at the end of this class, I have more pillow gifts. So you guys, we had share a recipe, create a card, inspire others yesterday. And at the end of it, I went through all of the pillow gifts that I got in the general area. With my team, we had a team pillow gift swap. And basically that's what's all up in this container right here. So I have it sitting back there so I can remember to go over stuff with you guys at the end so you can see what I have for pillow gifts. A lot of 3D projects. If you are a 3D paper crafter, 3D anything, paper crafter, boxes, tote bags, like pencil pads, different stuff, so much different stuff. Make sure you stay tuned for after to watch the pillow gift that I have for you to share with you. Hi, Donna from Michigan. Yay. All right, so we're going to do roll call. I have quite a few of this class available. I believe we kitted up 88, if I'm not mistaken. I'm at about 50 signed up for the online version and maybe 5. So I probably have maybe 25 left going into this class. So if you're watching this on replay, or if you're watching it a month from now or a year from now, odds are that I probably have some kits left. And if you want to be for certain, all you have to do is go to my website, which is cardsbychrisb.com, and go to the resources page or tab and scroll down a little bit past the links of the files, and you'll see what past classes are still available. And if this one's listed, it'll be called Wildflower Birthday or Wildflower Celebration. All right, so roll call though. Thank you to everybody who did sign up to get this class in a kitted form for me. You either placed an order to get it for free, or you got it with your class loyalty program that I have, or you bought it from me. Straight up bought it with De Niro, money, money, moolah. So anyway, works. And I even had a few of you that ordered the bundle to get, or actually was ordering the suite to get a promo gift for me. So I have a few of you that did that. So thank you to everybody who did that. Without you guys taking my classes in a kitted form, it would, what would I do with my time? But but I appreciate it. You guys keep me going. So first on our list is Miss Annette Rollin, Donna Grushke, Laura Sullivan, Jean Terwilliger, Nina Barbaric, Pat Shee Bischoff, Deb Norman, Feline Mays, Carmen Melendez, Julie Bontranger. Hi, Elaine Rebeck. How are you doing, my friend? Susan Bellamy, Sherry Everett, Kathy King, Rita Steffi, Lynn Beasley, Francis Rodriguez, Lisa LaFramboise, Linda Scott, Barbara Rudolph, Patty Randolph, Debbie Stone, Sarah Merchant, Nedra Dover, Vera Anderson, Pat Fleming, Pat Settle, Connie Moore, Leslie McMint, Doris Munson, Jeannie Parker, Joanne Naples, Karen Woods, Christina Bernards, Trisha Fagley, Sandy Coy Emery, Jeannie Gertis, Hildeno Vilches, Angelique McClendon, Sherry Stewart, Rose Garibaldi, Kari Dwyer, Faye Godby, Kelly Gibson, Julie Block, Diane Hamilton, Mary Carls, Betty Pyle, and Cindy Runtree. So a bunch of you gals are here watching, and I love it that you call out that you're here. I really appreciate that. And I do want to let you know that we had a slight hiccup with the tutorial this time, and also for Rose's class this morning. And I don't know where we'll be at for Let's Just Stamp on Monday of next week. I will pull out Clue 1 out of thin air if I need to. I have the card already. I just haven't gotten Clue 1. You guys, I've reached out to Jolene a couple of times this week, and I've tried calling. Her phone system goes straight to voicemail, meaning her phone is turned off. I don't know what's going on, but she helps me write my tutorials, and I don't have that time baked into my schedule at this moment to go back to writing the tutorials. So I'm going to give her a little bit more time, and if I don't hear from her by the end of the weekend, I'm going to put it on my radar to write this tutorial for you guys. So the cards are not crazy for this class, and really, I think if you watch the video tutorial, maybe while you're working on something else, like, because I work fairly kind of fast. So if you watch to kind of know how they are put together, I don't think you guys are going to struggle bus it. And as soon as I can get that tutorial from Jolene, I will send it out. Also for Rose's Technique Club class, that she did today, we didn't have the tutorial ready for that yet either. So if I need to put on my writing gloves, I'll go back and start writing the tutorials. I don't know if we'll get the QR code in there because I don't know how to do that part of it. Jolene was the one that helped me get that going. But we'll get the tutorials, you guys. Whenever I do an online class, the online class comes with kits. If you buy the class or place an order to get the class for free, it comes with a tutorial and a video tutorial, a written one and a video, you guys, without fail. I just haven't, with me being gone to Raleigh, I haven't been able to connect with Jolene since sometime in the early part of last week when she got the tutorial for me for my monthly class. So I apologize for not having the tutorial, but you guys, it's always there. It's just a matter of when it gets to you and when it gets to me, right? It just needs to make its way into a document. So, but the other thing too, I wanted to call out that I wanted to thank Rose Coleman. She and I are colleagues in the Stampin' world, and she is in Canada. And she kits this class up for those who are in Canada. And Gail Stefan from Canada is taking this class with us tonight. And Rose wanted me to let you guys know that she has 10 spots left for this class. So if you are in Canada and watching and are inspired and would like to get a set of these kits, just reach out to Rose Coleman. Her information is in the description of this YouTube video as well as mine is. So if you are in either country, you're welcome to reach out to either one of us to get the kits. So, hi Wendy from Alberta. They got mixed up. Sorry, hi from Alberta. No problem. All right, so let's look at a little bit of what this Wildflower suite is all about, okay? So I'm going to drop this camera down. I am still working my way through a few people needing to get the Beekeeper's Guide. So I do know that, and this is a document that Kelly Lamb Beagle, my cousin, created for us, and we have all the different suites in here. And this suite is called Wildflower, right here, Wildflower Birthday Suite. It's on page 12 of the Beekeeper's Guide, and it's also in the Spring Mini Catalog. So if you have that, you could also refer to it there. It comes with a stamp set and dies and some 12 by 12 designer paper. And what's special and unique about this 12 by 12 paper is that it has die cuts. And I have this DSP sampler, which I still have about 15 left of this in case anybody is still looking for this. Let me know. What happens is you get 5 two-sided 12 by 12 sheets, and then there's 2 sheets of die cuts. Now, we didn't put the die cuts into the DSP sampler. We actually saved them back, and it's what I actually used to kit up these cards. So when you look at these cards, there's die cuts here. Those and this cake, that's part of the die cuts. That's this top page here of die cuts. It also has gold 1.5 inch open weave ribbon, party dots, which are on back order or they're out of stock at the moment. And it has the colors listed here. So what's super cool about this guide is we have everything for the suite here, but you can also find some of the stuff individual, like the designer series paper. You can always go to that section too and get a little bit different of a picture, seeing it down here under Wildflower Birthday Specialty DSP. All right, so the Beekeeper's Guide is, hi Jan, you finally got here, yay, no worries. We always say better late than never. So how the Beekeeper's Guide works is I share this with those in my community who support me by taking classes or placing orders with me. And if you are new to me this year, we haven't gotten started our ducks in a row for January through current. So anybody from last year who did a certain amount of money, they should be set, except for my event registration people. It's like people who did escapes with me. I got to catch those people up. But if you're new to me since January and you are interested in getting your hands on it and you have placed an order with me or you have bought product through me as your demonstrator, send me an email. I will get to it sooner or later and we'll get that into your inbox so that you have access to it. All right, it is a great little document, so love it. All right, so we talked about the cards. So I want to share with you this class has 4 cards. Now, there are 2 different versions of 3 of them. So in the cake instance, or in the instance of cake, you have 2. You're either going to get pink or you're going to get orange. So your cake is a die cut and this is a die cut, and you got one or the other. This one is the same. That one was kitted up the same. For the cupcake, which reminds me, Sarah Mitchell brought us cupcakes last week, and they were amazingly awesome. A white frosting with white cake, and they had bees and they had butterflies on them. They were amazing. They were so yummy. I even, Sarah, we had 2 left in our room when we flew home on Sunday morning, and they got eaten on Sunday. So this one, you're either going to have a pink frosting cupcake or a pool party frosting cupcake. But otherwise, the card in and of itself was the same, besides like matching the peach here or matching the pink. All right, and then this one, there's 2 different versions, and one has stems with your flowers, and one's more of like a boutonniere, like that you maybe put on your wrist, where this is like a bouquet that you'd put in a vase. But ultimately, the same setup for the card. So you didn't get one of each of these. You got either one of these, one of these, one of these, and one of these. And if you got orange for this one, we tried to make sure you got pink here. And if you got pink here, we tried to make sure you got orange here. Like after that, we didn't really know who got what. So I have a surprise for me. Like when I get my cards, I'm not going to know which ones I got, but I did, and I'll put both of them on the screen. But the general assembly for them is going to be the same. And a note here that your golden ticket has the name of the class. It's called the Wildflower Birthday Class. Today's date is 3/20/25. And if you're trying to like make these cards in the future, having this golden ticket stay with your kits is very important, because you can go back to my event calendar and find the date, and then you can link it back to the YouTube video, or you can go to your inbox and get the name of the PDF once I send it. Oh yes, Angelique said the cupcakes were awesome. Oh yeah, they were so great. So, all right. So a little bit of an update on what is going on for our cards tonight. And what I'll do is I'll pull out whichever card when we get going, so that we know. So I'm just going to take the top one here. There's a Post-it note. Sometimes there's weird stuff. Did you notice the purple foil that the cupcakes were in? Yep, I did, Sarah. I did catch it. The one that I got, yes. Yep. It took me a little bit to get to that one, because I think Kelly got 2 and I ended up with 2. So they all got back and we figured it out. So I get sometimes Post-it notes on my cards, and that's because I'm special. All right. So when you open up your kit, we always try to put these gems towards the top, but they sometimes fall into the crack. So don't mind that. They just go down there. Sometimes what happens. I'll be honest, you guys, this is probably my least favorite color in all the Stampin' Up! Colors that are current. It's called Soft Seafoam. It doesn't do much for me, but it does great for this card because it really pulls the colors together. So we must be working on this one. So you have your white inside for your 5 1/4 by 4. So just to show you guys, there is the stamp set. And then here are the dies. The die that looks like this is for like hanging a party pennant. And what we did is we actually got a full one cut, and then we cut them in half. And so that's why your party pennant looks shorter than what the actual die is, in case you were wondering. Nice springy colors for this kit for the first day of spring. Oh my gosh, you guys, it is my niece's birthday today. And I need to remember to call and wish her a happy birthday when I get done. She's my godchild, and she's my niece, and I shouldn't forget to do that, because that would be a bad auntie move. Okay. All right. So yes, it's a good first day of spring card. Love the surprise of which card you receive. Oh, good, Jeannie. I appreciate knowing that you like that surprise. That's good. Some people might not, but I appreciate that you do. All right. So we have a little gold ribbon. Now, you have 2 of these little doohickeys, your streameries. One's in soft seafoam and one is in the pretty in pink. You have a little gold flower for up there. Now, we designed the card and we put a 1 on it, but that really limits you to what birthday it could be for. So what we did is we opted to give you a 1 and a 2. So what's really cool about the dies is they have all the numbers, right? 0 through 9. So you could, if you have these dies at home and if you have gold foil, you could always cut a different number if you want to. But we thought if we gave you a 2 and a 1, you could do 12, you could do 1, you could do 2, or you could do 21, right? So we thought with 2 numbers, it gave you more options. And the reason that we gave you a 2 for the second number is because 2 is my favorite number. So that's why we've got a 2 and a 1. This is from the die set as well. It's this little guy right here. And then you have a piece of the designer series paper which is really pretty. I do say that when they put soft seafoam with the pretty and pink color, it does match very nicely. If you are one that likes to change up your cards, you could always put this to be a horizontal card and put your cakes going this way, and you could put your pennant going this way. You could always, you know, switch up your cards. You guys, I will never see if you change them. I never take offense to if you redesign them. And then this is that retired Starburst punch that is, it was available during sale-a-bration. And it was one of those that you could get free with a $60 purchase. So we can do a little bit of assembly here and get this rocking and rolling. So the first thing we're going to do is glue the designer series paper down and get that put onto that pretty and pink embossed mat. And I did leave about, I don't know, less than a 1/4 inch away from the edge. And I always like to make sure it's flush on the top, and I can trim off the bottom or just the bottom if necessary. You're going to need to, oh man, there's no tear and tape in there. I know what, I have tear and tape right here. All right, ha ha ha, tear and tape. I must have stolen my tear and tape from over there. So we're gonna need 2 of them waiting in the wings over on the side. And you guys, can you see my hands? I must be more self-conscious, but Honey got me here, Tigger got me here, Honey got me here, Honey got me here, Honey got me here today, and Honey got me here today. So my hands are getting beat up by the kittens. I think I need to put caps on their fingernails, or I need to wear gloves when I'm roughhousing with them. All right, so you're probably wondering about this gold ribbon, right? Because if you look at this, it's really thin, right? It is this gold ribbon. I know why I have a Post-it note. My mom gave me 2 pieces. Okay, I can make it work though. So what you're gonna have to do is twist it like this. And because I have 2 pieces, you guys, nobody else has 2 pieces. I am the lucky one who got 2 pieces. And they do that because they like me to show you. They like me to show you how you can improvise if necessary. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring this down to right about here. All right, and then I'm gonna twist this back again. So it's like you're twirling your hair, right? And then bring that right down, and it's gonna go right over the seam. Okay, and then I'm gonna button it up with another piece of tear and tape. And I've already got one there. But now you guys have 1 piece, right? So you're just gonna keep going all the way down. And I have to make sure I don't put this down too low. And I'm gonna need 2 more pieces. Sarah Merchant got all her March classes, but this one wasn't included. Oh no. Sarah, did I say your name? I could have sworn I said your name. I'll have to look into that, Sarah. I'd have to go back and look. So you know what we do? We have Post-it notes right next to you guys. I need to invest in Post-it notes. Sarah Merchant, I will check on what's going on. This class is Wildflower. We'll check. I could have sworn that I remember your name was read off, but now I'm second guessing it. So, but we'll get it resolved. You guys, we say around here that we're human and there's always things going on a mile a minute. And if we do make mistakes, which it happens, that we do make them, we rectify everything. So I think everybody that's had something go on with us in the past, if we miss something, we always make it right. And sometimes you actually get more classes than what you're supposed to, because that happens too, right, Trisha Fagley and Linda Hunt? Oh, man. They got different classes than they were supposed to. All right, so you guys will not have this rigmarole in the middle. Promise. You guys will have 1 piece going up and down. So this, we're going to pick off the backings, and we can put this right onto our soft seafoam card base. Make sure you got it the right way. Put that right here. So the gold does accent this very nicely. All right, so there's this. Yes, Donna can't wait for spring. Well, hopefully now we get spring-like weather and it stays nice. Hello, friend, coming in late, just getting home from work. Thanks, Feline. Hi, Mary Sykes. Okay, so that's good. Now you guys have a choice to make. What do you want for your number? So for me personally, this card is a little more little girly-ish than adult girly-ish. But hey, maybe you have a niece who's turning 21 and she loves pink. Maybe 21 would be perfect, right? So you're going to want to put 21st though. And what's nice is the stamps they have all those ending things that we need. So let me show it to you again. So there was ST, ND, RD, T, the, and then 2, TO. So there are all these in here. So I actually think, what do I need? What do I need? Do I need a first? Do I know anybody that has a first birthday? Yes, May is turning 1 in May. So we could give this to, we have some good friends. They had a daughter last year and she will be 1 in May and they named her May. Isn't that cute? And so we could do a happy first birthday and then I could give this to May. Oh, but I love 12th too. Lily's going to be 12 soon. And I could give this one to May. Okay, see, too many choices, right? You guys, if we give you too many choices, I'm going to do 12th. Okay, I just changed my mind. I'm a crafter. I'm a stamper. I'm allowed to change my mind, right? Isn't that so true? So I'm going to put 12th here. And I'm going to put it over here. And I have to remember that these little streamer things are going to be hanging off the side here too. So I don't want them to be too crowded. But we're going to take, you got to be careful because you can't really flip it over. You could, but it's really much nicer when the embossed or the die cut is facing the right way. So we're going to put 12th, we're going to go right about there. It's nice because they are photopolymer, so you can see through. And then we have happy birthday on the inside. That looks like this with a little flower. All right, so let's do that really quick. So I have, here's birthday. So let's get the birthday on here. And then we need the happy. So we're going to put happy over here to the left-hand side a little bit more, like that. And then what we'll do is they had a little flower in there, so that's what these little guys are. So we're going to grab the soft seafoam ink. I didn't grab that. Let me grab that. And we'll get these on a block and we'll stamp our inside. And so there's these little A blocks. You guys, they don't have the A blocks anymore, sad face. I do have a handful of them still in my supply here, which they come in really handy when you have little stamps like this. So we're going to do a little flower right there. And then we'll put the little stem there. Okay, it's a cute little flower, must say. All right, so we're done with the stamping on this one. And we can do our final assembly. So this is going to get popped up. This is going to get liquid glue. Oh man, those are little guys, but we'll go with it. There's a time and a place for little dimensionals and big dimensionals. Sometimes you can use both. Sometimes it's nicer to have big ones. So we'll use these little guys. Wendy said now she needs the set. Well, the numbers alone are awesome. If you don't have a number set yet, the numbers really come in handy. So I'm going to make sure I cover up that tape. So I do, in case you guys are curious for making this, I have the gold offset. I don't have it coming right out of the middle peak. I have it right to the left of it. I did that intentionally, but if you like the idea of having it come straight out, go for it. All good there. And then this will get a little bit of liquid glue on the back. Make sure you got it faced. Hi, Francis Rodriguez. How are you doing, my friend in Missouri? All right, so there is what we have there. Now these would be great if you guys have the sticker sheets. I don't usually use sticker sheets when we create die cuts for you guys, so I just use a little bit of liquid glue. You don't need a lot, dot, dot, not a lot. Spread it around, and then it does hang off of here. And before you put it down, if you wanted to, because this is the cut side on mine, you could always take your scissors and slightly round it so that it doesn't look like a rough cut edge. And I should have probably done that before I put glue on it, but I thought of it after the fact, but now that looks better. And this is just centered kind of over that banner. And then we can put glue Hi all. How's Sherry Stewart tonight? Long time no see. All right, so we have a 21. So I think I'm going to put the 1 down first. Oh, 12th. Ha ha ha. I almost put it backwards. We changed our mind. We're doing 12th. So aren't you glad I caught that? So we do need the 2 first. This might be a little bit of a gluey mess. We can make it work. So we decided on 12th. So we're going to put the 2 first next to the and put the 12 right there. So for those that need some numbers, definitely great set for that. Now for this, what I did, I want a little bit of dimension. So I put a small dimensional near the bottom of each one. And then what I'm going to do is put a little bit, hi Becky Gandolfo, thank you so much. You didn't get the PDF on the card set. You didn't, that is correct. We did talk about it just maybe about 10 minutes ago. It is not written yet. And I can't get a hold of Jolene. She went MIA on me. So let's all pray for her that she's okay. And that her mom is okay. Her mom had some health issues last month. So let's hope and pray that everything is okay with her mom and that there's a reason why we're not hearing from her. So I had said, Becky, that if I don't have a PDF tutorial by Saturday, I'm going to put it in my head that I will write it on Sunday, all right? And that my goal will be to get it to you guys by Sunday morning. Hopefully that works. Hopefully it works for her to come through, and she's got 3 tutorials, right, that she's working on at the moment for us. And actually, ink, paper, scissors, Diane has that class on Tuesday night. So there's quite a few tutorials that are in the works. All right. We have some pink gems. You're either going to have 2 big and a small or 2 small and a big. And we've got 1 there and 1 in the middle of the flower. And we've got a small one that can go here. Perfect. And for those of us that love our Stella, she is a girl's best friend. You could definitely Stella the little streamers. You could even go over some of the starburst little circle-y things here. Will help to bedazzle it. And you can also do, if you want, you could pick some of the stripes and put a little bit of Stella juice on them. And there we go. So for those of you who got the class from me, you got a 2 and a 1. So you could do 1, 2, 12, or 21. Or if you're at home and you have the dies and some gold paper, you could always switch up your number to do whatever you want in a different number. Debbie, yes, that is great. Glad they were useful. I used your catalog marking strips today. Yay, good, good. Perfect. So 1 done. And we'll cruise right into the next card, you guys. So that was the one everybody got, this one, just as you saw me putting it together. There was no deviation on that one. So, all right. There's 1. And the next one is also containing a Post-it note for me. That means I'm special. It's a white base. So that means that it's going to be either this one or this one. Couple notes, you guys. The thick basic white, they decided, for those that are demonstrators, you probably saw in the weekly updates, if you look at your weekly updates, you saw that they are bringing the white back, or they're never letting it go. It's going to stay in the online exclusives. The price is going up, but they were going to take it away from us, and then they decided that after all the demonstrators said their piece, which wasn't good piece, that they decided to keep it. So you guys, they do listen to demonstrators, and I'm so glad that they do, because the white will be back in stock later this month, okay? I think I saw something about next week. All right, so we have a thick basic white. Yes, perfect. Thanks, Becky. I appreciate that. We have a thick basic white, and this is mixed with blueberry and peach. I know why I got the kit I did. I got this kit because we cut, this is a mat, you guys. You guys will get this. This is a mat. What happened is on this card right here, we cut this rectangle out of this mat. right? So that's why you have a holy rectangle here. Now, mine is a little bit closer to the edge than I would like it to be. It was the one that was the closest to the edge, but it wasn't so close that I couldn't make it work, and I want to show you that. So this is the Dashing Designs embossing folder, I think. So what's great about this book right here, you guys, that we have a nice table of contents in the front, and that's an embossing folder on page 76. We have where all the embossing folders, and it's right here. It's called Dashing Designs embossing folder is the one that we used on this card. So you didn't probably realize that we had all these embossing folders, almost 3 pages worth of embossing folders. So this one is a good one. There's no reason why we can't glue these down. There's no, we purposely put no ribbon behind these, so we could flip both of these over and we'll get them right onto our card front so that there's less to worry about with pieces. And be very careful when you glue this edge here because you don't have a lot of wiggle room. Wait, what? The basic white cardstock. Karen, oh my goodness. Hi, Nancy Mole. Karen Wetstein said the thick basic white is back in stock. Good job. Okay, well, that's good to know. Everybody's going to go get their thick basic white. Wendy Tick said that she loves the book. Good. Yay, yay. So then now this guy can go right on the top. See? No one will ever know that there's a big rectangle hole back there. Oh, Sarah did say I said her name. Okay. All right. So we'll have to figure out what happened with your card kits, why they weren't in there. You guys, I'll be honest with you. It was a little bit crazier than normal the last 3 weeks with the whole house escapades and then leaving for Raleigh and taking like 90 of my best friends with me in the hotel and planning a 120 person event with Brandy. It was a lot. It was really a lot. Oh, so same thing happened here, you guys. You see there's a rectangle that's missing here? We used that rectangle on this card, right? So we definitely double dip. Now, not everybody's going to have a rectangle cut out of here. About half of you will. All right. So we're going to do the same thing with this one. And we're going to put a little, we got to be careful though. We don't want to go too close to the edge. What I'm doing is putting glue on the top here. Just a little bit on the top. And because I didn't want to put it in the middle area there. So we're going to put this down. And because of the liquid glue, I can pick this up and wiggle, wiggle, wiggle with it. There it is. Okay. Yeah, I don't have to worry about that anymore. Good, good, good. All right, so you see what happened? I didn't put the glue here because I didn't want it to end up going everywhere. Now this is going to get popped up with dimensionals, and this is one where I wish I had some big white dimensionals. They're sitting over on my table, but I don't feel like getting up. So we're going to use the black ones, and that's all right. All right, all right, all right. Can't see through it anyways. So this is good. There's no ribbon around here either. And regardless of whichever card you got, this process is still so far the same. Did you take your kitties to North Carolina? So... No, they stayed here. Sherry, Honey's out here with me. Honey is on the chair somewhere sleeping, and the boys are upstairs in the green room bed sleeping away. All right, so there's that. Now, if Hope Toy was on here, I'd ask Hope if she took her kittens to North Carolina last week. So I got this one, which looks like a wrist bouquet, right? So I am going to flip it this way. And with this one, you got a circle from the Spotlight in Nature dies. And with this one, we did a long strip because I felt the long strip looked better there. And with this one, I liked I like the long with this one, and I like the circle with this one. Now, hello, hello, hello. That is a set that I think Everyday Arches, which I have upstairs, but hang on. There is Everyday Greetings here, and Everyday Greetings has a hello in here. I don't know if everyday greetings, I think they put it to the last chance list, but it's okay because whatever sentiment you have that fits in that little circle will be perfect. And I'm going to stamp it in Blueberry Bushel. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, that's good. And again, that was everyday greetings, but any small sentiment will work good in the circle. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Don't forget the white dimensionals. I guess I'll go get them now. Oh, man. I was up. I walked right by them, you guys. If you don't have it in your head, you have to have it in your legs, is what my dad says. So we can grab some tear and tape again. And what we're going to do is put 2 of them waiting in the wings. And we're going to put 2 of them back here. So for this one, what you guys will do is put a piece of tear and tape and just weave it back and forth. Tear and tape to sandwich it, trim your ends. This one, what we're going to do, I'm going to grab my end here, and on the top at like 2 o'clock over here, I'm going to put a loop and a tail. Like that. And grab that ribbon scissors. And cut it. Grab a tear and tape. And pickle it. Put it down good. Now you have about half of it left. And down around, what, 7 o'clock? Make a loop. And bring that tail back. And you might just trim a little bit off, but this was 6 inches of ribbon. You don't need 6 inches for that one, but you needed the 6 inches for this one. So you might have extra ribbon with that. But now we've made our little tails come out. Then these are all gonna get popped up. Thank you for the assist on the white dimensionals. You got up, did you get the white dimensionals? You guys are thinking so good today, helping me to have to remember everything. All right, we got them. I'm gonna put a little guy right over there. We might as well put one there and one there. Yeah, that's enough. All right. So let's get these all off of there. And then we'll situate this flower. I've got the orange one over there, the daisy looking one kind of in the middle, and something about Mary. That. And good. Very good. And then this circle-y hangs out in this bottom corner over here. Don't cover up too much of that flower because it's really pretty. So just kind of tuck that in the corner here. And you have some pool party gems on this one. We did definitely go with pool party because we had them left over from the gems. So this one I've got a small and a big up at the top, and then whatever your opposite one is. Look at that, it went right in the middle of the flower, so that was good. Donna likes how I make those bows. Yeah, it actually looks like a bow, but it's really not even a bow. So it's the easy version of making a bow. It's the easy button. All right, now for this one, you could Stella your flowers because they're designer series paper, or let's say they're die cuts. You could Stella your leaves. You could Stella your ribbon a little bit, just like that. Now, the difference on this one is I've got a big and a small over here, and whatever is the oddball that you have goes over here. And then your label goes across like that. So you either got the left one or you got the right one, but they basically, from a standpoint of the layout, they're about the same, right? So, yay! Okay, see, that wasn't so hard. And now we'll put this over here and pull the next one. Ooh, man, there's no Post-it note on this one, so that's cool. All right, so I ended up with orange. And so that must mean that my next 2 cards are going to be this one, and then I must have a pink cupcake, would be my guess. So let's put these off to the side and see what else is here for us. Hi, Deanne Dawn. Better late than never. You're right. Okay, so this one you get orange peach pie party dots. Okay, very cool. We're getting our workout on the party dots. And this card is going to look like this. So we have a piece of Pool Party for the top. And then underneath, you'll find a piece of gold. You gotta get some gold to get the girl. A cupcake with I think it's a 1 3/4 inch circle punch. And then we die cut out the Spotlight in Nature circle to go with it. That will go on the top. We have a little strip here for happy birthday. And we have a little puzzle for you to put together. A very easy puzzle. So this is some of the designer paper from the Wildflower birthday pack. If you want the Humpty Humps scallops down, or you can have them up, whatever you want. But that's going to be your top left piece. And then these two pieces are the same. And so you can see they look different. I ended up with 3 leaves, where this one ended up with a flowers. And so look at your pieces and figure out how would they look best. So I noticed that circle goes here, which would cover up that, and then that would leave my flowers more exposed. That puzzle piece goes down here, and I definitely want those flowers to be seen, because if I put them down here, they're going to get covered up. So I definitely want those flowers out in the open. All right, so there's what we have for that. And there's a white mat for your inside, and then you have a piece of the 1/2 inch white ribbon, right? And we're going to actually fold it in half because it was too, I mean, you don't have to, but it seemed kind of thick and see-through. And so what we're going to do is we're actually going to fold it in half, and we're going to see both of the seams at the bottom. When that time comes, that's what's going on with that. Hi. Oh, yeah, there's Debbie and Deanne, you guys. I've paired up Debbie Gast and Deanne Dawn in the room together, and I am so happy that I did because they hit it off. I love it. So we need to pull in something. You might not have even caught it, but on this card, there's some background blotches going on, and they're over along the edge here. Barely seen. For those of you who love an embossed look, you are very welcome to go grab that Pool Party piece and run it through your embossing machine. That is definitely an option. But I looked at it as like, well, let's save Rhonda from doing some embossing. So there's a stamp set. It is called Elements of Text. You might not even know it's available. But for inquiring minds that want to know, you could get the Daily Inquirer, if they still have it. I don't know if they do. But inquiring minds want to know that stamp set. Oh, there it is. Look at that. So in the stamp section on page 40, we've got some online exclusives. And that's where you're going to find that Twisted in Time stamp set that Diane and I just designed the cards for the order-based class. But right next to it to the left, Elements of Text stamp set. It was released in January of 2025, and I'm using those blotchies. But if you have this set, you could also use the treetop and make that look like blotches. So there's always different things that you can use to make background textures on your cards. You could even use from this set those flowers right there. Those would work. There's some little dots there that could work. So whatever you can find to provide a little bit of texture. All right, so this is called Elements of Text, and we are going to need the Pool Party. Or the pools. No, the parties at our pool. No, the pools at our party. I don't know, whatever. We want this color right here. And I'm curious how dark it's going to stamp. So I lost my camera. Oh, no. Hang on, you guys. I lost my camera. My phone died. Oh, man. You know what I did? I didn't charge my phone after going upstairs yesterday. So don't worry. We're still here. You guys can probably hear me. Hi, Mimi Howenstein. Oh, man. You got to keep it real, you guys. You really do. So I know it says it's black, but I think you can still hear me. Yep, what happened? Keep listening, Rosie. My phone died. My above the camera phone died. My above phone died. So you guys, technology is a real thing. So I decided to do class yesterday afternoon upstairs in my craft room, and I left my devices up there. To my dismay, they did not stay charged for as long as I thought that they would. So my phone literally just died. Luckily, my tablet is the one holding the video, the camera. You guys got to keep it real. So I am going to just turn my phone back on and see if I can get the camera going. And so yesterday what happened was I did share a recipe, create a card, inspire others, and I did it from upstairs. And I didn't bring any of the cords up there with me at all. So it didn't charge. And then I left it up there overnight, and I just walked over tonight at about 5:45. I walked over with it. So this needs a moment in time to get charged up. So we'll give it 3 minutes. So what I'm going to do, it'll be fine. We're going to be good. So I'm going to explain to you what I'm going to do. You guys just have to stare at my face for a little bit. So it's all right. So I have this pool party piece. And what I was about to do was I'm going to take my stamp. I'm just going to give my phone a minute, you guys. And once it gets past like to 2%, I'll be able to turn it on. I was going to stamp in the middle, right? I stamped in the middle and it looks really dark, right? But is it too dark? That's the question. So what I'm going to do is stamp a second time right next to it. And you can see right here, it's a little bit lighter. So we call that second strength. And that just gives you another variation of the ink. And if that's the color you like, that's what you should go with. But if you like the darker one, you could definitely go with the darker one. I like the lighter one. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp in the middle of my pool party, and then I'm going to stamp to the side. And I'll show you what I'm going to do here. You guys get to stare at my head while I do this, but I don't think I can honestly say that this has ever happened where I've let my phone die. And you guys, this is just called keeping it real, okay? This is how we roll. What is it? Murphy's Law. If it's bound to happen, it's going to happen, or something along those lines. So it just shows you that, you know, nothing's ever perfect, and it should never stop you from wanting to do YouTube live videos for those girls that have ever contemplated that. So this is what I kept doing. I kept stamping it off in the middle, and I worked my way around the edge. And I did that because this piece is going to go right in the middle, right? So you're not going to see that whole middle area. Right, so good there. Now, there was one more other thing that I have that had a little bit of this pool party on the back. So I'm going to, again, stamp off. I have a piece of scratch paper right by me, and I'm doing my second strength on that. And this little circle here has the pool party. All right, so did I buy myself enough time to turn my phone on? Let's just see here. It's still in the dark. Oh my goodness. Hang on. Let's unplug you from over here. And we're going to do a little finagling of the cord situation here. Let's see if it doesn't like it. Come on, get in there, little guy. Okay. Hopefully that will go. Okay, we're going to give it another minute. It's okay, you guys. You guys get to see me, actually, my facial reactions while I'm actually stamping. So, all right. So on the inside of this card, we have Make a Wish, and then we have some of the splotchies. So I have that Make a Wish that's done in blueberry. Jen said she loves how real I am. All right. We go with the flow, right? All right. So we need Make a Wish, and we're going to stamp that. I'll show you what I'm doing here, guys. I'm going to do it down here, and I will bring it up so you can see what I'm doing. Just for this card, we might have to do it like this. But all I did was stamp Make a Wish in the middle like that. And we're going to grab our little splotchies back. Now remember, if you don't want them so dark, remember to stamp off. And what I'm doing is doing some splotchies. I'll show you here. All I did was put some splotchies right around the Make-A-Wish, just to give it a little focal image distraction on the inside. Okay, so the last thing that we have left to stamp is this little strip of paper. That little strip of paper is Happy Birthday. You guys see, you don't even get to see me make all my facial expressions when I talk, when I'm stamping. See, this way you get to. Happy Birthday comes from a set that is called Beautiful Butterflies. It looks like this. We pull out the Happy Birthday from here. It's backwards, you guys. Happy Birthday from here. And then the Time to Celebrate is going to be used on a future card. Now, if you guys use your stamps a little bit a lot, they don't like to stick to your block. So one of the things you don't see me do is do like this, because if it doesn't stay sticky, then it's going to fall right off your block. So you could do that, like what I just did probably, right? It's fine. But here's a trick. If your blocks are, like these photopolymer blocks are no longer sticking to your blocks, what you can do it would be advised to come over to get some water. And what you could do is clean them off. What happens as your stamps get used more and more and more, they pick up particles of dust, they pick up hairs, they pick up whatever, lots of things. And it ends up that they become less and less sticky. And the way to get them to stick is to have a little bit of moisture on them. So now that I just cleaned that off, I left it a little bit damp, and now it's gonna stick and not fall off, where it had fallen off 2 times while I was in the process of grabbing that stamp. And in that interim, you guys, the apple and my phone just turned on. Isn't that exciting news? Okay, you guys are like, oh, she's wacky. So we can make this happen. So we go back to Switcher Studio, and we're gonna come over here. If I lose you guys, I'm sorry. I don't think I will, but we're going to figure this out without losing anybody, including myself. We'll put this back up there, and boom. See, we can make things happen. All right. So, and you guys got to learn how to clean your stamps in the interim, right? Without spitting on them. Cat dander, yes. Yep. So you guys, you don't have to spit on your stamps to make them stick. You should just wash them off. All right. So we have here, happy birthday, right there, in blueberry bushel. Blueberry is like one of my favorite fruits. All right. I think that's it for this. Can I Venmo you for game night classes? Yeah, Mimi, absolutely. Venmo is no problem whatsoever. It's the Zelle that's going away, all right? Not the Venmo. So Venmo, if you do it, it's Cards by Christine. All one word is for Venmo. And don't forget, you guys, when you use Venmo, put it to private. You don't need everybody and their brother or their sister seeing who you're sending money to. So definitely change it to private, and then turn off the payment protection, because you know me. Unless you don't want to, you can always leave it on to leave the payment protection on. All right, so I just glued my 2 circles together here, and that's okay. I do that with my stamps too. See, nice to know. I thought my stamp was getting too old. No, France, not at all. Not at all. Those stamps, they get dingy, kind of dirty. So we got to get them cleaned. And you can run photopolymer right underneath the kitchen sink. All right, so we have these. We got to put our puzzle back together. Now, when it comes to foil paper, I am not the biggest fan of using liquid glue, because to me, it kind of makes the paper get warped a little bit. So I have a tendency to use tear-in tape when I am working with foil. All right, so there's that. So we're gonna go around these. Now, the problem with the tear-in tape is you don't get much forgiveness. If you put it on wrong and it's crooked, you are SOL, right? You are out of luck. Because if you pull it up, you're going to end up ripping things. So we got to be very, 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 very careful. And the way that you can be careful is you can kind of get a game plan by putting your puzzle pieces together upside down like this. And you can get a feel for the room that they need, right? You don't want them too close together. So don't worry about the middle, because ribbon's going to go over that. What we're most concerned about here are your edges, right? So it's going to look something like that, right? Whew, let's start with the bottom one. That seems easy enough to me. So we're going to take this off of here, our tear-in tape. And again, I want to make sure that my flowers look good. I didn't want the flower, I want my circle to go right here. I'm going to take this very, very carefully, and I'm going to eyeball the top and the bottom and my left side to make sure that they're all even. And then I just drop it like it's hot, all right? Angelique will get that one. And then we're going to take this one off. Hi, Susan. Be right back. Gonna go from PC to TV in living room. I know your acronyms. I love it. All right. So scallops on the bottom. And now I'm going to make sure my top and my side here are even Steven, like that. Good job. And then we'll grab this last one. And I want my flowers at the top. Flower. And we're going to make sure our top and our right for these 2 sides are the same. And we don't have to worry about this section because it gets covered up. All right, so we just put our puzzle together. How was that? I hope it was good for you. And we're going to grab 2 tear-in tapes to be waiting in the wings And we're going to put 2 right through this area, right there. And we're going to take that white ribbon. Okay, so have to confess, you guys, this white ribbon is going to be, it has been used a lot, and it's going to continue to be used a lot. It's very versatile. And I believe we used it in the Memories and More class, and then I think we used it in something else. It's very, very flexible, right? And you can color it with your blends. So I'm folding it in half, and I have the bottom half slightly lower than the other by a hair, so that you can see that there's 2 ridges. 2 ruffles have ridges, right? So you have 2 scoops. I don't know, you have two seams showing, right? 2 seams. Don't worry about the Humpty Hump here. That's going to get flattened by our circle. But we have 2 seams, right? Both of them showing. And now we're going to make sure we pickle this so it doesn't come apart later in life. Good deal. And then this is going to get popped up with dimensionals, as is this guy. So happy I have the white dimensionals by my side. And we're going to take these 2 and put them there. Right there. Right there. Okay. So pick all these off. How many of you watch me do all of these in one fell swoop and try it at home? I'm curious. It takes a little bit of practice to get it, but it does save time. If you have a thumbnail, that really does help too. All right, but we have 2 things that could get glued. So we got those staged and ready to go. And we've got a white mat for our inside. And then we have a pool party for our outside. Doesn't matter, there's no rhyme or reason to this one, but that's gonna go here on the peach pie. Now, some of you have pink. Remember, this is the other one. I have to be careful where to set that, but some of you have pink. So you're looking at me doing peach and you're probably wondering what is going on. And here, let's take this. This gets centered right in the middle of that pool party, like so. Good. And then we can flip this open and make a wish. Can go right there. And then we've got this ready to go. And we're gonna go like that. I got like little heavy on the splotches, so we'll put that towards the bottom. And then I've got it so you see the ribbon on that side, right? I really like to see ribbon that's peeking out of spots like that. Like so. And then this one, so what happens is this circle is popped up. Demi's on the cupcake. Oh, yes, exactly. We need to put the dimensionals on there too. Yep, you know it. We'll put them right there and there. So this label does not have the need for dimensionals here, but it will on the sides, right? So what I'm going to do is grab, this is where these little guys will come in handy. I'm going to put them on the way end and the way end. And then we're going to run liquid glue through the middle section here, because that'll hit the circles. Something like that. And pick these off. It's gonna, okay, I did have this cupcake, it kind of rolls right up the middle of that. If you get it just right, it can be centered nicely like that. And then this, see, that's up just a little too high. You could tell my flame was going out of the circle. If the flame is like right inside the pool party circle, and then this goes right like that. Good. All right. So the dimensionals are on the side here. Hi, Kathleen Ketterman. Kathleen, I'm going to work with Krista to figure out where we have you. You have signed up for some classes in March. I know that. I thank you for your patience. We will definitely get your classes like ready for March. I think you were the one that I kind of missed before I left. Like one of the main ones that you had messaged, and I completely was so overwhelmed with everything that I kind of I had to pick and choose what I got through. And you've always said to me, no rush. And I took that card and I used it. So I didn't forget about you though, my friend. All right. And then we have one more over there. We'll put it right there so that you can see it. If you have more little party dots at home, I could definitely see you putting some on your cupcake, right? And making it look, okay, let's see. So if we want to do this, just in case we want to see, be very careful picking these back up because sometimes they pull up your designer paper, right? If you want to see what these party dots look like on your cupcake, maybe you want to put like the dots there, right? Sprinkles on your cupcake. Now, I don't like that as much, but that doesn't mean that others don't, you know? So I'm just going to pick those back up and I put those back down. Perfect. Okay. So when you're putting your embellishments on, make sure you push things down when they're in the spot that you want them. You can Stella your cupcake frosting and you can Stella some of your flowers. It's a great little layout for a card. So if you're at a loss, if you're like, oh man, I need to make a fast card, right? Find some designer series papers that go really nicely together. You could have 3 different ones that complement each other, or they could all be 3 the same, and cut them to the size, you know, per the PDF that you guys get. When those who do the class with me, you'll get the PDF and the measurements will be in there. But you put a circle and you put something in your circle, put a little sentiment, boom, voila, easy card. I feel like the layout on this one is a nice one that you could easily reproduce. And you either got pink or you got orange. So you got orange frosting. No, you got pool party. You got cotton candy frosting, or you got strawberry frosting. And that's it. That one's a nice one, right? These die cuts were really cool. So for this class, you did not need necessarily anything except for sentiments and some splotchies for that one. And otherwise, I think we were pretty much in some letters on that first one. Like so far, sentiments, the little ST. But you guys, for this, you could always handwrite that. You could always handwrite that if you wanted to, those little letters. And the other thing too on this one right here, if you guys didn't want the 1 or the 2, you could have stamped a nice pretty sentiment and put it right in this banner area here. And then you would have had a sentiment right on the outside of your card. You could also, if you have the word birthday, like that, this that has the word birthday, you could always take and put a little strip of paper on there and put birthday, because then you'd have first birthday on the front of your card. So there's options with that one. Boom. All right. So the one that I made was this one. So we'll put him back over here. I'll put these 2 over yonder here. And we get the last one. All right. It has a Post-it note. So that means there's something special with it, like always. And I got pink. So I think I knew I was going to get pink because my last one was orange. All right. So this is our Pretty in Pink, which is in color, and so is the peach pie. Now we use rhinestones, so not to confuse you on purpose, just to see if you're paying attention. There is a card here that has rhinestones. Okay, so you guys, I used up all of my rhinestones on my pillow gifts, and when we went to kit these up, girl has no rhinestones. So what do you do? Excuse me. What do? You use pearls, iridescent pearls. And actually, afterwards, we thought to ourselves, the iridescent pearls actually looked prettier. They actually fell in line more with the prettiness of the card, I guess. So you guys have iridescent pearls. So that's going to be different than what is in the picture. Okay, so we have here the Plaster of Paris embossing folder, which it is not called that. I know that, but I do call it that because it has the word plaster in it. And you guys, in my head, embossing folders go before designer paper. And here it is. It's called the Plaster Painting. It's right there. Plaster Painting 3D embossing folder. So it's a double. It's a twofer. You can fit 2 mats on there. So Rhonda really likes that one because she can get 2 mats at the same time. All right. So you're either going to have pink, Alicious, or orange-rific. And underneath here, if you have the pink card, you are going to have a pink flower for your inside down here. This little pink guy goes on the inside. But on your cake, because the cake looked very boring at the top, it didn't have candles, like 20 candles on it. So on the top of your pink cake, you will have an orange flower set, actually, that looks super cool. These are part of the die cuts. So with the pink cake, you have 2 flowers, right? With the orange one, you only have 1 flower set. It's this pool party flower that's going to go here, okay? So you don't have 2 flowers with the orange one. With this, you're going to stamp happy birthday. And then you have your die cut. That was from the die cut of that other card. And this is your designer paper. You guys, 3 and 4 are magical numbers for me when cutting designer series paper. So this is 4 inches intentionally. I'm pretty sure it's 4 inches. Yes, 4 inches. Was it? No, 3 inches. 4 inches, yes. It was 4 inches on purpose. Because we maximize paper with that. And when we do that, what we're going to have to do is cut this in half. We'll split it top and bottom. And then what we do is we give you a middle section here. That's going to cover up so you can't see that the middle is missing, right? So we have a little work to do on this. Not a lot, but just a little. And I have 3 pieces of pink, right? So none of these are, oh, that one's actually long enough. So I don't know. I guess my mom was thinking that this one wasn't long enough, and then that one wasn't long enough. And then at the end, they found one for me. So I think that's why I have 3 pieces of ribbon. But you should have a piece like that. The white is for your inside. And then you have your die cut white. Okay, these dies, in case you're wondering, they are, oh man, they're new. They are new. And they are new. Let me show you. I think I have a thing here. Hang on. I have a thing. These just launched. And there are 2 new suites that just launched in March. Lovely Garden Suite and Botanical Textures. Those dies right down here, those are what we are looking at on these frames. So we can go to right here. It's called the Textured Notes Bundle. And then when you get to the dies, you guys, Kelly's got this file made up for us. For you who have access to the Beekeeper's Shopping Guide, you have access to this one too. Here they're called Textured Notes dies right there. So they got released in March, and that is what we used on this card. Okay, make sure nothing's stuck on the back. And that's what these dies come from. There's a set of nesting dies, and super cool. Okay, very good. Very good. Just in case you guys were wondering, let's go ahead and burnish this. Yeah, Plaster of Paris is my new favorite because they got rid of subtle. They got rid of painted textures. They got rid of anything subtle. Right? I love embossing folders that provide just a little bit of texture on your cards. So we need happy birthday right here. Right. That goes right in the middle of this little 1/2-inch strip. Perfect. Okay, I like it. I think he likes it. What's on our inside? Time to celebrate. Now that's from the beautiful butterflies. Celebrate. Celebrate. And we're going to put that right about there. Oh, man. I think I have a butterfly on there. I don't have a butterfly on there. Okay. So, there's a butterfly in here. Nope, no butterfly. If you wanted, there, see my stamp just fell off, right? So this is time for me to go to the sink and wash this before I use it again. But there's a butterfly in the butterfly set, and you could put a butterfly on there if you really wanted to, but I don't need to, so I'm gonna skip that for the moment. All right, and we have this little baby flower here. I think that's it for words. So there's really not a lot of stamping involved in this one. So what we could do is we could get a little glue happy. So let's, okay, people are asking which side is better. In my head, people are asking. Pick whichever side you like. I like the one that has these little horseshoe looking things. That way. So we're going to glue. Now on this one I use a little bit more glue than the average bear. And then that guy. And then we're going to do this one right away. Get a few things glued down. Is the ribbon pretty in pink? It is. I didn't get any in this kit, but I think you have some. Okay, so Lynn, I wonder if I have your ribbon here. I'll be honest with you. It is pretty in pink, and it's very possible if I got this, then maybe that one's yours. And they didn't realize that. So we can put the little flower. So if you don't, I can always add it, and you need it, I can always add it to your next kit that we have going out, your next package. I like mine to look like it's going down. It is tone on tone, right? It's pink on pink. So here, I'll show you in the catalog. This little guy right here where we have ribbon. You probably didn't know that we have this much ribbon. There's a whole page there. And there's a whole page here. Here's the ribbon. It's the Pretty in Pink 3/8 inch bordered ribbon. And it came in all of the end colors plus beige. So those are up on page 94. So it's really the only, there's petal pink ribbon too, but that's the only Pretty in Pink ribbon that's there. You guys probably had no idea that there's 1, 2, 3, and then some embellishments at the top. There are that many embellishments. It's crazy. You wouldn't have even known. All right, let's get back to this guy. No problem. I'm pretty sure I have it. All right, good, good, good. All right, so this piece is 4 inches. So what we need to do is cut it at 2 scoops. All right, so boom, right in the middle, okay? And now we get to glue it down. So I'm gonna flip them this way. Not that it matters because there's a piece of gold in the middle, so you wouldn't know that they're connected or in line. All right, so this is gonna go down here, centered on the sides and the bottom. And then this one is gonna go up there. Like that. Now gold is gonna go through the middle, perfect. And I would use the tear-in tape on that. I hear a honey, hang on. What is happening? Honey. Honey, stop it. You are not going to do that, girlfriend. You are working my weather stripping, girlfriend. Do you think you would take honey to the house? Would you mind when you're done? Please? Could you take honey to the house? Okay. So when I heard her little nails on my weather stripping, I could hear that she was wrecking it. And so Tyler will take her to the house. So that's good. I have a piece of gold here. And we're just going to center that right in the middle here. He's out there shoveling. I don't know if you guys can hear that. We got snow last night. So we have a little gold right through the middle. And now we need a little more tear-in tape. So we're going to have 2 waiting in the wings. And then 2 can go on the back here. Like that. And grab that ribbon. It's just barely long enough. So I've got it centered with the gold. How did the kitties handle the DE smoking? What is DE, Nancy? I don't know if I know what DE is. So the kittens have been not in the garage or by anything. Like we haven't let them in the garage at all. And we ran that process. I think this is flat. We ran that process and it's called, like, what it does is it puts all the oxygen into ozone, and we just haven't let them, and now it's in the she shed, it's fine. The mudroom is fine, and we just don't let them in the garage at the moment. Once the garage is cleaned up, and we we don't want them running around in there. So so they really haven't had to deal with the smell at all. So that was good. We don't want their little lungs breathing in anything that smells bad, especially from the smoke. Okay, so that's on the front like this. If you want, you could pop that up if you so desire. And then what I'm going to do is pop this one up with some dimensionals. And then we'll put our birthday cake. Oh, I know what happened. Ha! There's more ribbon on the card. See that? There's more ribbon. So I'm thinking that everybody... Oh, I know what happened. Okay, I got it. Everybody got 6 inches of ribbon. Now that I think about it. We gave everybody 6 inches of ribbon. So you need to cut... Oh, man. Hopefully you guys didn't put all your ribbon on behind here. You have 4 inches and 2 inches. So this right here, when you guys have your ribbon, you need to cut 4 inches, which is enough to go behind here, which will leave you with 2 inches, which is enough for your tail here. Both for the orange card and the pink card, you've either got 6 inches of orange or you got 6 inches of pink. I remember that now. Wow, that was a moment. I couldn't remember that till right now. Okay, but because I happened to look down, I'm like, oh, there's more ribbon. So I will need this little guy right here, and we'll use a little tear and tape. Mary has the barrel. Yes, whenever you have it, just pop it over. We'll use it. Oh, yes, Barbara Godby, the umbrella came. It's in the house. And I was going to show it off when I bring it back out here. So you guys, for when you're in a convention center and I'm short, nobody can see me. So Barbara got me a bee umbrella so that I can hold on to this umbrella so people can see me when they are trying to get into the convention center. So what I'm going to do is put this back here, right? Now, question, do you want to pop up your cake or you want your cake flat? Whatever you want. So the more you want to pop, the more you can. So you were saying before you left that they were coming in to fumigate and it would kill anything. Yep, and they came and the kittens went to the farm. They got put on a forced field trip. And the post that I shared yesterday, you guys, or was it today? I shared a post, and in that post there was a picture of all 3 of the kittens with Tyler's feet straight down. That was them on their forced field trip at my mom's house, my mom and dad's house. So the cake is going to come down flat on the bottom so it's grounded. Like that. You have an orange flower left. That, see, like this is what the pink one looks without that. But then as soon as you put that last little orange flower on there, it really tops it off. All right, so we're going to put a little bit. Yeah, so the kittens were fine. By the time we brought them back, everything had aired out enough, so it was no problem at all. And we're going to put that right here. You know what? We're going to grab a small dimensional and put it right at the tippy top here so that the flower part that's hanging over the edge is going to go right like that. Perfect. And then this is going to go right through the middle here. That. And because we're going to do it flat, we can take that off. They had an adventure. They sure did. They were little hissy fits too because the farm cats were all lurking around the windows and they could smell them and sense them. And so the kittens were on guard the whole time. Poor kittens. But they're doing fine. They're good now. They're back. And Tyler's been working on cleaning up the garage. All right, good. Grab your ribbon scissors. And we're going to trim this side. And we'll trim this one. Perfect. All right. So again, there was 2 inches for here, and then you had 4 inches for here. And make it Stella. What's so good about designer paper is you can just go to town Stella-ing it, and it doesn't bleed anywhere. And you have some of these iridescent pearls, and I'm going to put a big and a small over on this side right here. Hi! Your dad didn't come get you, did he? And I'll put the other one right there. Oh, hi! Are you so talkative? Come on. Want to jump up and say hi? Yes, you do. Mom, the blinds are shut. How am I supposed to see anything? There you go, girlfriend. All right, we did it. We got the last one made. Very cool. And Honey came in to say hi. Don't step on the ink, girlfriend. You can go right here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There you go. Okay. Oh, yeah. Really? You just made a complete circle. Okay, come on. Where are you going to go? And we did it. Okay, so here's what it looks like with the iridescent pearls. I feel like they were a little bit softer and prettier than the rhinestones were. The rhinestones stood out a little bit more. They're pretty too, but just so you guys know, everybody got the iridescent pearls. And again, this is what you would have an orange card with the orange cake, or you'd have a pink card with a pink cake. but in all cases, you would have the iridescent pearls because that's what we had for kitting. All right, so we did it. I'm gonna bring in all of them so that you guys can see what they all look like again. And just a note, you have either that set, one of these, and if you got this one in pink, you got that one in orange. If you got this one in pink, I think you got that one in orange. That's what we tried to do. If we stayed on top of that, like that was our goal. Sometimes it doesn't matter as long as you have 4 cards. That's the most important. And then you either have that one or this one, and then you will have this one, right? That one everybody got. So nice variety of cards. They're definitely all more on the birthday side. Like these right here could definitely be non-birthday. And if you love this set and the suite of products, just remember I have a Stampin' Stack coming up later this month where you're gonna make 5 baby cards, 5 tags. There's 15 cards that all look very similar. Not like all, but they're all like the birthday, right? So you got your pool party, you got your peach going on. They don't look all the same, but you got the same color theme going on, right? With your soft sea foam, your pretty in pink, the cupcakes got put on. So I have lots of availability for this class yet. I think we still have about 30 spots left open for this class, okay? So if you liked it a lot, you could always get in on that one yet. And I think what I'm going to do, I want to say a special thank you to a few people who did get this class as the promotion. It was Donna Grushke, Laura Sullivan, Nina Barbaric, Julie Bontringer, and Lynn Beasley. All of you signed up to get this class for free by buying the suite. And so you got to pick an embellishment or a ribbon valued at $8.50, and I got to send that with your card classes that when we mailed them out. So yay. All right. I do have on my list here, I have 11 people. She's over here now. Okay, he came to get her and no, she's occupied, so we're good. So I thought she was scratching at the door because she had to go to the bathroom. Because that's one thing we don't want, is a kitten going to the bathroom out here. So I have 11 people that placed an order to get this class for free. And where are you going? All right, I will pull up the random number generator so that you guys can see the number as we pull it up. So I'm going to put 11 in here, and I'm going to hit the word generate, and it's going to tell us the number. Number 3 is Nina Barbaric. Awesome. Very good. So Nina, I'll have a door prize in your next package when I have that mailing out, and that's good for that. And so, you love my kitty voice when you tell us what Honey is saying. Yes, Tigger has his voice, Honky has his voice, and Honey has her voice too. All the kittens have their own voices. They really do. And they talk. The kittens do talk. And we have conversations with the kittens, you guys. Yeah. All right. So did you guys have favorites? I didn't see anybody tell me which one they liked the best. You were, I don't know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch gears. I didn't pull any cards to give away for prizes tonight. I do have a box over there, but I just haven't like gone through it thoroughly yet. There's been a lot going on. So I think what I'll do is if you guys want a little more entertainment, I'll share with you my pillow gifts that I got. I think I can handle that. I'm going to drink a little water in the interim here, but I'm going to pull in this tote right here. And I'm going to share with you what I've got for, oh, I have one card here I could share too. I have a card, yay. I have a card to share with you. And I know Barbara Godby is watching. She gave me some Mario and Luigi. And we all got an all-attendee prize patrol. And it was one of these Memories and More packs. And so I'm kind of excited to share this with you. This is going to probably most likely be a Memories and More class in the near future. I don't know when, maybe like June. So it's not that near. It's like in the medium term, I guess. So this is one of the things that Barbara Gavi gave me these. She knows I like my Mario. And so they are ornaments. So I got a Mario and a Luigi ornament from Barbara. And then this is called the Celebration Expressions Memories and More card pack. And it looks like party celebration time. So I don't mind here. I'm going to open this up and we'll just show you really quickly. So this is going to be in the new annual catalog. And it looks like some of the same kind of colors we had going on. Berry Burst, Pool Party, a Balmy Blue, Peach Pie. And so it looks like there's 6 of them. And they're party inspired, it looks like. So you can make some birthday cards. So we'll see what I would come up with a crowning achievement. So we'll see what I come up with that. And then there are some 4x6 ones here too. And 6 of those with that, candles, and oh, there's no sticker sheet. I thought there would be a sticker sheet. We'll see, you guys. We'll have to see. If I find some inspiration, we'll do a class with this. And if I don't find inspiration, we'll find a different class to do. How does that sound? All right. So this is the tote we got. There are different handles for it because you could swap out the handles, and in the inside it looks like this. So they always give a bag out for on stage. So I have decided, Tyler's idea for this bag, I have a lot of bags, you guys. Like my bags, it's all full. So Tyler had an idea with this bag. He said, why don't you give it away? And he's like, have somebody on your team earn it, have a chance to win it as a prize. And I like that idea. So his idea was to have silvers on my team have an opportunity to have a chance at winning at it. So haven't figured anything out more than having the opportunity for people who are silvers on my team having the opportunity to have a chance at winning it. And again, I have no idea what that means. I have a sale-a-bration celebration coming up next month, and I'll have it figured out by the time we have the sale-a-bration celebration, because I'll announce what the challenge is. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, I have here an awesome card from Andy Acquisto. You guys, take note of this card. This is going to be a fun fold in our future. I thought it was super cool. How the fun fold, it comes up, over, and then at the end it looks like a cross. I just love how the fold works. And so and she made it purple just for me, but it's super cool. So the next time I have a fun folds class, we're definitely going to try to tailor that into it. And so that was from Andy Acquisto. Love it. I also have here, this is from Deanne Dawn. She had a little care package for me here. You guys, such cute things in here. There was a bowl koozie, right? So when you heat up your bowl, purple bees, you heat up your bowl in the microwave. There was a pillow packet here. Super cool that she sewed this. And then we also have here, so Deanne, you're going to have to let me know specifically what I use this for, because it looks like a table setting to me, but it's a little bit big for a table setting too. It's not is it a scarf? Maybe a scarf that you would wear. So, but you'll have to let me know. I just absolutely love it because it's purple. It has bees all over it, right? So cool. So Deanne Dawn made these for me, and she gave these to me on Saturday night. All right, so that was that. So pretty. And then these were keychains. So we could sign up to buy some swag, I guess you could say. So I gave out some of these. I had three people on my team that didn't get into the conference, but they still went on the adventure with us. So I gave each one of the girls that fell into that category, I gave them each a keychain, and I gave all my roommates a keychain. And so I have these left, and I'm trying to figure out yet how I can use these as maybe for my team auction, or I can figure out a way to have people win them too. So they were cute keychains, and they had Stampin' up on the back of them. Like that. So they were cute. So I was happy I was able to secure 3 of them. 3 sets of them. All right, then this guy is a big bucket of stuff. So let's open this up. See what we have. Okay, I have a title of Gold Elite, and anybody that is Silver Elite or higher was invited to the Silver Elite Onstage Plus. And this was one of the gifts that they gave to those that are silver. They're little coin purses, or you could use them for jewelry. I'm going to probably use them for traveling with my jewelry. And there was a little wristlet here that has Stampin' Up! On it. And so this was our qualifications for Onstage Plus got us this extra little gift. It was really cool. And this was, so you guys, you're gonna have to remind, if you're watching and you gave me this, call it out. If you are not watching and you gave this to me, I'm so sorry. I don't remember exactly who gave me everything. Okay, but this is from Jennifer Gerst, right? So on the inside, it has her business card. It was a little hand sanitizer with a little Kleenex packet, and it said for you. So it was from Jennifer Gerst. This one is from, I think this was Christine. Nope, not Christine. This was from, well, paint me green and call me a pickle because I'm done Dylan with you. Oh, Dylan with you. Oh, man. Okay. Well, let's see who this was from. I don't know if there was a name on it. It says here there's a pickle on here. I will always be around to let you know that you are a big dill. That's a big pickle. All right. It's got a pencil. Oh, it's actually got one of those multicolor pens, you guys, when we were in school, when we were kids. That was the pen that we used. And then a highlighter. Awesome. I don't have a name on it. So there's that. This one is, though, from Christine Mansell. That I know. And it had a little bag with a marker in it. This is what I made for everybody. We made these up a couple weeks ago. They're the stroopwafel. And I put it in a little baggie. And then we made a little belly band for it. And we made lots of bees. So that was mine that we gave out. And then this one, I gotta read through all the notes, you guys. Here is a small pillow gift that may help you identify your bag, keep your hands sanitized, and of course, chocolate. Have a great time. Valerie Marcus. Okay. I don't know many Valeries, but she's one that I know. And so there's a little pill, it's like a key ring. And then when you open it up, it's got a little hand sanitizer in it. I got that. And a little chocolate. So yay. All right, so that was from Valerie Marcus. This little box is super adorable with the bees. And when you open it up, little Hostess cupcakes are in the inside. All right, that is adorable little box full of Hostess cupcakes with the bees. And then this is from Anne Van Willigen. And it came with a card, and I think the card is in my kitchen. And it's his and hers, and there are little baby bottles of bourbon in the inside. And there was a matching card, and it was so cool. So I'm excited to share this with Tyler. So that's from Anne Van Willigen. This one says, thinking of you brings a smile to my face. Thank you for swapping with me. And this is from, this might Stamp Happy Academy. It says Barb Stamps. Okay, so this is from Barb Mulligan. And if we open it up, it's an envelope baggie here that she just folded over. And it looks like one of those matchbooks. Oh, it's got a stroopwafel. I love it. I love my stroopwafels. All right, so that was from Barb Mulligan. All right, can you see my lights are flashing? We're gonna shut you off. Nope, there it is. Okay, let's see if it goes right back on. And it's still flashing. Okay, we're shutting you off. This one is from Diane Bogenhagen, Judy Immel, and Chris Udorenki. And they made these cute little bags, super cutesy. And they gave everybody little baby miniature 1/8" glue dots, which are a perfect size of glue dot for your small little embellishments. Right, so they had brought that for everybody. This was from Marissa Alvarez. And this opens like, there's a little Velcro dot, I think. Yep, there's a little Velcro dot. And there's a Mrs. Fields cookie in here. Super cute. It says, we go together like milk and cookies. Very cute. So in the inside of that one, there's a Ghirardelli and a bracelet. Oh, what is this? It's not a bracelet. It's got beads on it with a little butterfly. And, oh, it's from Jennifer Merle, Hampshire. She is the butterfly queen. Super cute. You can probably attach that to a bag. And so that was this little guy. Then this was on a bottle of water. Oh, that's where I got that bottle of water. Okay, this was like hanging on the top, and I think this is Leslie McMinn. So Leslie, if you're watching, I believe that this was yours with the bottle of water with the bees and some Linder chocolates in here. This one. Oh, okay. There is a bottle of booze, yes. So I got a little bit of baby purple cup. It's like a little shot glass. There's a straw, and then there's a bottle of Bailey's in here. I believe it's Bailey's, and that is for you to have a little shot. So that was super cool. Bonnie mentioned who that was from. I want to say she messaged me and said who it was from. Oh, Karen, what I did with my cup from Karen, that was a pillow gift. She got her Cricut going, and Bonnie put on stage 2025 with a B. So from Karen, that is what this one's from. So very cool. This one was from Jay Shante, something sweet for someone sweet, and she's got her purple Rolos in here in a little honey jar. So cute. And this one, it says from Jean Terwilliger. She made all these. It was so cool. It's like a little triangle box. And this opens like that. And then there's a bee in the inside. Look at that big bee. It's like a pin, like a brooch. Very cool. And then there's a little Velcro dot that helps it stay shut. Well, that's super cute. This was Stampin' Up. This was in our bag. So we all got a Stampin' Up pen. This is from Karen Wetstein. It was a little baby chapstick. So she made a little box and a belly band. And what happens is, oh man, this is unique. Oh, cool. I love it. It says Be Happy Stampers. And it's a little chapstick. That is a unique little box, if I've ever seen one. All right. Cool. I love that, Karen. I didn't see it till right now. You guys, I'm seeing these for the first time with a lot. We just handed out a lot of stuff. And then this one is one of the little books. So there's a Velcro tab here. I think, okay, let's do that again. The Velcro tab. Ooh, Sunshine and Lemons, a hand sanitizer. Sending sunshine, love, and big hugs. I love it. That's the stamp we had made up for a couple on stages ago. Oh, that's so cute. And that was from Anne Van Willigen. Yay. Okay, you guys seeing lots of bees, right? This is from Georgine Darbrow. She has a little bottle cap keychain in here. So it looks like a flattened bottle cap. And she made these. And there's a little York peppermint patty. And let's see here, if I can get this, if it's be smarter than the ribbon, right? I want you guys to see what she made with the bottle cap. If I can get this open, oh, it's a really tight knot. But it's a bottle cap type thing, right? That's flattened out, and then she made it into a charm with a trinket, and it's like a keychain. And there's a bee in there. It's so cute. And she's got a little tag on there. It's Georgine. Now, these are the new suitcases that you can get in that suite that is in... It's part of the online exclusives that just launched. And you might not have even seen these, but there's a suite here, and it's called On the Go Suite, and there's little suitcases that are part of it. And this is from Jill Butzine. And I think Tracy and Jill went in together. Tracy Gruby and Jill went together. So that opens like that. Oh man, holy candy galore. And Sour Patch Kids. I love it. Cute little suitcase and a sucker. So be on the radar that these cute little suitcases, I'm going to use these for when we do our Stampin' Fun in the Sun. This will be everybody's attendance gift. And we'll decorate them really cute as well. And then there we go. So it's a cute little suitcase. And you can fill it with whatever you want. this one, you open it. Be smarter than it, right? Oh man, I feel like this. There it is. Okay. Oh wow, so unique, you guys. All right, that opens like that. Oh, beauty cream for the face and the body. I love it. Oh, it's from Julie Biersbach. Very cool. And Purplicious beauty cream. Cute little box. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is clever. All right, super cool. That was from Julie. This little guy is from Sherry Stewart. You guys were just talking about this, right? I'm pretty sure that there's catalog highlighting strips, 2 single to-go drink mixes, 2 nail files for crafting personal use, and it's a mini loaded envelope. And she's got the measurements on here. Super cool. Good job, Sherry Stewart. So there's 2 nail files in there, mini drinks, and then those are the little catalog things, the little tabs that you guys were talking about. I got some too. I love it. All right. Happy day. So we got some stickers going on in here. Oh, let's think about this, who this one came from. So we got some bee stickers. And then we have a keychain. And it says be happy with a little bee on it. There's a chapstick with a chapstick holder for your key ring. And a little happy day. There's a Bischoff cookie in there, and there's a tea bag. Super cute. So it wasn't a requirement to put your name on things. I didn't put my name on mine. So, all right, so that's cute. A little drawstring organdy bag. This was a nail file. I'm pretty sure that okay. I know Bonnie gave out nail files, but I think Angelique, you also did nail files. So I don't remember who had the nail files, but maybe I'm going to guess Angelique on that one. All right, this one says for me, and there's a Velveeta cookies is what we call them. There's a candle, a soothing hand balm, and lots of chocolates and cookies. Oh, I could eat that right now, actually. That would taste really good. a great little care package. That's a great pillow gift. This is from Trisha Fagley, and it says, this one was specifically for me, and it was really cool because when you open this, the drawstring opens, and then there's lots of goodies in here. So, look at this. Okay, so she made little notebooks and has a pen attached to them. So she decorated, this is that new designer paper from the scrapbooking brochure. And so that matches. And then there's a post-it notepad here that says honey and be happy. These little guys look like little paper clips. And they look like insects that match. A little Toblerone. Oh my god, these are the smallest little Tic Tacs I've ever seen in my life. Look at that. They're like teeny tiny microscopic. And there's a bee pen in here for me. And super cool. Good job. Well done. Love it. Okay, you guys, I'm getting quite the pile here of everything. I'm going to put all this back in here so I don't misplace anything. So fun. That one was Trisha Fagley. I'll put that right here. And so you guys, I gave bee mugs that looked like this to my team. So it was a pillow gift, but specifically for my team. And I know what happened. I got rid of my boxes and I put them in here. So I had in here a cellophane bag like this, and it had 3 or 4 honey sticks, 3 or 4 teas, a Bischoff cookie, an invisible notepad that looked like this. It also had a stroopwafel, and it had a wafer cookie. And so, yay. So all my team specifically, I took 31 of these mugs basically. Well, 8 people got theirs left here because I didn't have to carry them to Raleigh and back. But I carried a whole suitcase just of these mugs for my team. So that would explain why I got rid of the boxes. But I had 2 extra ones. Okay, my lights are going down, you guys. My lights are dying. I don't know what quite is happening, but lights are not my friend right now. All right, so you guys, it got dark on this side because the lights are really, have no idea. Okay, so a little Matchbox book here from Michelle. Oh, I'm trying to think which Michelle. a black tea. Very cute. A little matchbox. That's perfect for the teas. And this is, it says hello friend with a Velcro dot. Oh man. Oh, this is Karen Forward. She made these for everybody's bags. She had these as it's like a purse pin that you put on your purse or your bag. So cute. So that was awesome. And then a little Carmelo was in here as well. And she made adorable little bag to put everything in. And then Deanne Dawn made this for everybody too. Everybody on the team got a little Kleenex packet with this bee print, which was super cute. And Anne Van Willigan, I think your card is right. Nope, this isn't. Oh, this isn't. This is from, oh, Carmen and Angelique made me this card. Another little card. And this is from the Stampa stack that we did in that January. So that was really cute. 2 Januaries ago. Here is, I believe that this was in here, if I'm not mistaken. It was a pen and a pencil. And I believe, could that have been Angelique? I know, Angelique, you had a couple things. I have a You Inspire Me on this book and a little bookmark to go in it. A little pad of paper here. Cool. You guys, I'm saying little a lot. I'm sorry. I know that. Here was the pink keychain. But I kept one for myself, right? I should keep one for myself. We've got some honey sticks. You're as sweet as honey, wrapped up in a paper package. And let's see. I'm going to do the thumbs up and comments. Okay. All right. The purple bag and pen were from Susan Bellamy and Christine. Yes, this one right here. That I remember, Christine. Yes, that was from you guys. Yep. And, okay, you guys, we're getting down to the end. This was in my bag from Stampin' Up. We got pins. They always give pins out. So these are the pins that I got. And this guy, he shakes. This is from Lisa LaFramboise. Let's see what's all in here. Oh, it's a drawer pull-out. So this pulls. Oh, man. Wow. Oh, man. There's a candy bar wrapped up. A Godiva. Super cute. An ink eraser. A nail file. Some needles for sewing. Oh, wow. The alcohol wipes for cleaning your blocks. And an adhesive eraser. Wow. Super cool, Lisa. Quite the pillow gift, if I would say. I love it. All in a cute, adorable box. That you can slide that right in there. The tea bag and Bischoff cookie holder plus extras from Maria. Oh, very good. Okay. Maria. Oh, this. Right? Is that what we're talking? In the purple bag. Maybe I'm wrong. Purple bag. So much stuff, you guys. I've got so much stuff here. This one, cute little book. And this opens, I believe, okay, that goes like this. It's stuck right there. That wasn't supposed to be like that. And this is supposed to go back, right? There's a Velcro tab here. I really know what I'm doing. Okay, I know. I got to fix the bow. There's a Velcro tab there. All right. I do know what I'm doing. If there was, I'll make the bow right. I didn't realize there was a Velcro tab there. And this is a mini chamois stamp cleaner. This is from Faye Godby. So she cut up a chamois and made a mini one so that when you're traveling, you have the ability to have a little chamois with you for cleaning. This, okay, Angelique, this is from you, right? I'm pretty sure I saw you making those on Thursday night. And I didn't realize there was a Velcro dot there, but I can fix the bow. I will make it back to how it was supposed to be. All right. Here's a guy. This is from Hap Reading, from Debbie Gast. Happy Reading. I get it. Happy Reading. And those little Velcro dots really have, a lot of people have been using them. And it's a bookmark. Yay! She's got it. It's a magnetic bookmark. And it's in its own little pouch. I love it. Happy Reading. I get it. All right. That was from Debbie. Here's an eraser. It's loose in my thing. So it was in one of these, was where the eraser came from. Here's a granola bar, a soft and chewy Kirkland granola bar. So that was wrapped in some bee paper. And then here I've got a Bischoff cookie in the inside here. And it also has, oh man, I don't know where this came from. So I did have this in my suitcase, just kind of, things kind of floated. There's a little crown here with a keychain. And that was loose with that. And that could have been, you guys, I'll be honest with you, I opened this up right live with you tonight. So, all right. Jenna. Okay, Jenna has her name here. So Jenna Helms gave me one of the things. I'm not quite sure which one. Here is from Sherry Pyre. I go down to Florida and hang out with her and Cheryl Taylor. And they're the ones that helped me design the MS car making benefits and benefit cards. And so this slides down, that goes up. And, oh, it's a chamois, another chamois. And it's got imprint on it. It says Christine on stage, Raleigh. So that, oh, I love it. A handmade chamois. Or not handmade, but a personalized, I should say a personalized chamois. And she made a container for it. A ruler that says on stage Raleigh. Has the date on it. Very cool. And then Real Orange Antioxidant Facial Mask. Love it. And she's got the orange paper. So cool. Okay, that's all from Sherry Pyre. So cute. You guys think that there's more. There's one more thing here. And this last one is, I believe, Carmen Sanders. It has this bag for me. Okay, you guys, the tote is empty. Whew. Okay, so let's see what we have in here. A chocolate. I see a chocolate. Oh, yes. There is a, so it's in a bee bag. And we have a bee pen. Be happy, be honest, be kind. And this was Carmen. She had a pair of sunglasses for everybody. It was really cool. We'll have to save these for next year. So these are, if you guys saw me up on stage, I put these on when I was up with Sarah Douglas. And I have to share it with you. There was a picture. This one. And Bonnie asked me to wear them up on stage. And we were doing bzzz, we were like doing little buzzing. So I put them on. And then I had a picture with them off too. So, all right. So that's from Carmen, were these sunglasses. Very cool. Chase does Zelle. I have Chase, and that's how I send it to you. Awesome, Janice Ormison. I'm going to see it because I already have a Chase sign-in, like username and password. I'm going to see if I can get Chase set up in the next week. And then Carmen made this for everybody on the team, On Stage 2025, and she did the bee frame, and it was super cool. And so it was really, I'll be honest with you, it was really helpful if people put their names on, because I know I like to share what everybody gives me. And when you're handing things and you have 30 people that are handing you things, and if a name isn't on it a week later, it's very hard to remember everything. So I know, like, Angelique, you had, I believe, 3 things. And I remember it was like this one, but I don't remember if these were part of it. So I admit this was the one from me, and I didn't put my name on it, right? I was like, I don't have time. And I could have easily written from Christine on all the backs. I could have had somebody do it for me, right? My mom could have wrote it on everybody's, but completely didn't think about it. But it's hard. It's very hard if you don't remember, like, the exact setting. And, like, this one, too, I'm like, I can't remember. And I know Jenna's name got misplaced over here. So, but all in all, like, a lot of this stuff was given out. We did a pillow gift swap, right, on my team, which was super cool. And we exchanged on Thursday night, and we exchanged our sunglasses on Thursday night, too, to have our crazy sunglasses. So that was pretty cool. And that's what we're going to definitely plan to do, something like that for next year. I think everybody enjoyed it. The main thing is not to wait till the last minute because it gets really stressful. And it's always good. I know Angelique's like, I don't know if I'm going to do this comes next year, right? So it's like one of these things, like you just have to plan in advance. And I told everybody, plan for 40. I always said 40, 40, 40, because we didn't know how many actually were going. And if you end up with a few extra, you could give them to your flight attendants. You could give them to the pilot. You could give them to the person who cleans your room. You could give them to the people who check you in at the front desk. You could give them to any new friends that you make. So it was great to have a few extra to hand out. And I even I made 56 of these, and I came home with just 3 of them. And I think it was because I was being a little bit like, well, maybe I want to eat them. So I'm like, I don't mind bringing 3 home. So, oh yeah. So I got some stroop waffles, and then I can share one with Tyler too. So, all right. The Be Happy was from Barbara. Very good. Okay, good. See, that's good to know that I know who got what or who gave me what. I'm starting this weekend for next year. Yes. So I would say for anybody on my team, and I know I have a little bit of extended community that wanted to do the pillow gift exchange with us, I would plan for at least 45. We had 37 or 38 that were on the official list. And next year, I know the venue at Long Beach can hold up to 4,000 people. So I don't think that it's going to be a problem that they're going to run out of space, because we would have had about 5 more people on the team that definitely would have gone this year. And for next year, I would like to think that there might be even a handful more. So if you don't mind having extra and you really like to make sure you have enough, you could easily just say 50. I made 56 and I brought home 4, but I had a few people that I've met along the way in my stamping adventures that I wanted to make sure I had a little gift for them, especially since I'm one that never had pillow gifts throughout the years. So I made up for it. I surprised a few people. So it was good. Was the charm from Sherry Pyre? I don't know, Sherry Stewart. It's very possible, but the thing is, Sherry Pyre's was all inside a bag, and I had a few loose things that were floating around, including this and that little baby eraser. So this little guy, this was floating. So this little guy here was kind of floating around with the pen and the pencil, right? And the eraser thing that have all might have gone together. So I don't know. Next year, I think I'm going to make sure I put my name on it. So I know. But I figured people would get mine, eat it, and throw away the wrapping. That's what I looked at. So, oh, so close to Rosie Prouty. That is for certain, Rosie. We're going to be in your backyard. Oh, yes. You guys, I'm going to show this to you. This is what this looks like, okay? The giggle goes over to here where my stamps are, and then it goes all the way over to there. Like, and it keeps going on and on and on, right? So this is quite the collection of pillow gift stuff. So, yeah. I'm very proud of all my gals who got in on the pillow gift exchange. It's fun to see all this stuff. And you guys got to see all this really. When we were handing out stuff on Thursday night, I really didn't pay that close of attention. Basically, I had my bucket and people were putting stuff in my bucket. And that's how we kind of just swapped things. And so it was really cool to get to actually see everything with you guys. So, yay. All right. I think that's good. You guys, it's 8:30. I'm excited to go get a nice glass of cold water for my to drink. I feel like I'm dehydrated at this point. So I'm going to get all this cleaned up. And tomorrow morning, Diane will be over bright and early. Not bright and early, but bright and early for us. We're going to get the ink, paper, scissors design. And then, again, the goal will be to keep working on the suite and the monthly class, in color retirement. And then by Monday, we'll have hopefully all the cards for April designed. That'll be really close. And I'm going to keep praying that Jolene comes through with me and gets... I think we've got 4 PDF tutorials that we're kind of in limbo right now with the Technique Club class, this suite class, ink, paper, scissors, and Let's Just Stamp. All 4 of them. If I didn't say that, I don't know. Oh, the Technique, yeah, all 4 of those. I'm hopeful she'll help me out with that because I've got a lot of other stuff going on with stamping stuff this weekend, and if she can help with that, I'm going to let her take the time and help me with it. So thanks for your patience with that. So, all right, you guys, warm water. Yes, and some tea. I've got a couple teas I can choose from, just not a caffeinated one. So, yes, the charm was from Sherry. Oh, okay. Are you talking about this charm right here? I don't know if that's the charm you're talking about. So, it could be. So, all right, you guys. I don't know if I forgot anything. If I did, we'll catch it back on Monday for Let's Just Stamp. But lots going on. So thanks for being with me tonight. I greatly appreciate it and your support. You guys are amazing. I was so excited. We had 100 for almost the entire night. I was watching that. We had about 100 people watching. So that's pretty cool. So lots of sunshine, love, and big hugs to you guys. We'll see you later. Have a good night. Have a good rest of your weekend. Bye.